Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video inside of my world. And today we're going to be carrying on with building my giant mall. If you saw the last episode, you'd know that I started building a pretty big project. I've been a little bit mean. Basically we're starting off pretty big, which is a little bit ambitious. This is actually going to be a massive project, so I've decided, just so you're not bored every Thursday and Sunday with watching, this is going to be the last episode that we're going to spend on the mall, and then on, I think, Thursday will be the next day. We will be building a new minigame, I've decided, because I don't want you being bored watching me build this stupid mall. Oh god, I fell. I always hit that block every single time we always come over here. But yeah, this is the mall. This big quartz block, as you can see, I have since the last episode, I have built up these giant walls. I've also decorated the entranceway. I added in a bit of the stone. But yeah, this is how big I think it's going to go. It might go a little bit taller. But yeah, I've added in all of the stone. I also added in some coloured concrete as well, because I didn't get time to. So yeah, so you can see this is what it looks like. This is the floor. And I also added in these lights because it was quite dark in here. It is still quite dark. But I think that will do okay. And I quite like the look of those lights. So the plan for today is we're going to start marking out where the walls are going to be. So you can see I've already started doing a bit of a job with them. We also did a little bit of the floor in the last episode. So the plan is I want to get all of these walls kind of marked, and then that means that after we've built the next minigame, unless I've got something else planned, we can actually start building some shops in here. And I have no idea what shops are going to be put in here. I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to try. I think, because you know what, I've spoken to Happy about this. So yes, this is kind of where all the walls are going to go. Yeah, I've kind of spoken to Happy about this. I'm not going to try and make the mall look exactly like a mall. I'm not going to try and build all of the walls and all of the shops that would normally go in a shopping centre. This is basically just my version of a row of shops. So I'm not going to try and build everything that goes in a mall. In a mall, if I want to do, say, a hospital in here, I'm going to do a hospital. Actually, I already have a hospital, so that probably wouldn't make sense. But you know what I mean? If I want to do, say, a fire station in here, I can do a fire station. I'm not going to try and make this look exactly like a mall, because the point is, this isn't meant to be an actual mall. It's just meant to be a different way of doing shops that's not just building a huge row of shops. And don't get me wrong, a huge row of shops can look pretty nice. It's just, it's not very original. So that's why I decided. Plus, you've got to remember as well, this world isn't really made for shops. It's made for games. So, you know, I don't really want a whole load of shops in a row. It would look really weird. Like the front of the house. I've got my house and then I've got a hospital in front of it. And the hospital doesn't really fit in with anything around it. It wasn't really a smart thing to build, to be honest, next to my house. But I'm not gonna get rid of it because I quite like the look of it, and it just doesn't fit in. So yeah, I've decided for this, when I was deciding, because I knew I wanted to do shops for this series, and I was kind of like, well, what could I do for a big row of shops? Because I didn't just want to do exactly that. I wanted to do something different. And I remember my friend, once I saw them build, we built a role play together, a high school role play, and they built a big shopping mall where the role players who were playing students, they could go there to set up for when we did the prom in the role play. And I thought, do you know what, that was really cool. It was really awesome. And also we decorated it for Halloween and Christmas as well by adding all decorations, and it looked so cool. And I was like, do you know what, I've always wanted to build my own mall, so I think that's exactly what we're doing. So that's the other reason why. And oh yeah, there's the castle over there, the Raymond's castle. I've not gone over there. Raymond I haven't actually seen him since we did the games video. So I don't know what he's up to. I'm guessing he's decorating his house, but I haven't actually seen him. All of the other helpers, once again, they're still a little bit tired from the New Year's celebrations, so that is the reason why they are not joining me today. But I can assure you that in the next video I will get someone in, whether it's Raymond and I have to go and finally find out what the hell is going on and why he hasn't been talking to me, or if it's someone else, I will get someone in to come and build the other game. And I already know what the other mini game is that we're going to be building. I actually, a bit of a spoiler, and I shouldn't really be doing this because it's spoiling stuff, but if you do want to know which mini game I'm building, I do know that around the time that I'm uploading this video, I recently did a behind the scenes designing this specific mini game. So if you do want to know what game it is that I'm building in my next video, I would suggest going and watching that behind the scenes. But if you don't want any spoilers, then don't go and watch the behind the scenes. Basically, the reason why I did that was because I wanted it to be like a bit of like a spoiler, because I realised that this series could be like really boring. So I thought, do you know what, this first game is kind of like my pitch to you. You know, it's going to be the first one, and if it's absolutely terrible, then you're going to think all the other ones are going to be terrible. So I thought, do you know what, I want to show to you my ability with making games before you even get to see me building it, and then that way then you'll have faith in me. that was my thinking. Anyway, let's mark out some of these doors. So there's going to be a doorway there, which is going to go into one shop. So you can see it's a pretty large shop, this. And then the wall is going to come across like this. And that's going to cover the entire room. I might not do that. I might do some dividers, basically separating the rooms off, just because of this might be a bit too big to do for a room. But just in case, I think this will be okay. I've worked out in total in this mall, because there's actually going to be 3 levels. There's going to be this level which we're on now, which is actually going to be floor number 2, and then there's going to be an underground floor which is going to be floor number 1, and that's going to have more shops, and then there's going to be a top floor which is going to be floor number 3 on top. And I've worked out there's going to be 72 shops in this mall, which is ridiculous. In fact, I don't even know if Stampy's got that many shops. So I think I will have plenty of enough room to do as many shops as I want in this place. And if I don't, I can just keep building up. It's absolutely fine. But yeah, so that's what the wall is. And then let's do one on this side as well, because it's looking a bit unsymmetrical. Does this line up? It does. And then exactly the same with the wall. This side, I'm going to be honest, the side to the right of the entranceway is slightly smaller than to the left. I know I said in the last video that sorry, I know that I said that it didn't really matter, but I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to go and check anyway, and it turns out that this side is slightly smaller, but I don't really care, because malls in general, if you've ever been to one, they're kind of a bit like all over the place anyway. Like, they're not very symmetrical. They're also very like, because like the thing is, some shops have entranceways going through the back, so you can kind of get into them through the back way to stop you having to walk the whole way round to the entranceway. And I think I am going to do some of those here, just so then you don't have to walk all the way over to the entrance every time. But because of that, it does mean that shopping centres and malls are a little bit uneven. So yeah, if you would like to build your own mall, I would advise it. It's quite a nice little project, actually, and it looks quite cool. The design I've done for this place looks pretty epic. So, you know, I am quite happy with how this place will turn out in the end. It's just going to take a long time. So, as I said, this is going to be the last episode building the mall. The next episode we're going to spend... Why did I place all of those? Yeah, the next episode we're going to spend building a new mini game. I think we'll be able to get the whole game done in one video. I think. I might be wrong, but I think we might. And then the video after that, we're going to be playing the new mini game. And why do I keep placing these wrong? But yeah, the next video after that, we're going to be playing games. Playing the game. Maybe we will play another game. Maybe the winner can pick their own game to play. And then... yeah, in the episode after that, I could come back over to the mall and I can show you what it looks like so far, because I think I am going to get a load of this work done in between this episode and the next, because I need to. Like, the problem is with a load of big projects is that you kind of get a little bit... Sorry, I was just counting. The problem is sometimes you get a little bit hecked up, and like you can get a little bit... The pressure... Not the pressure, the size of the building can sometimes overwhelm you, and then it kind of puts you off wanting to finish it. And that's happened quite a few times. And so for this, I've kind of decided, you know what, I'm just going to get it done, then I never have to touch it again. And I think that's the smart way of thinking about this. This is... I'm worried. I'm trying to just make a load of conversation, because I understand I am just placing a whole load of wooden planks on the floor. So, yeah, I apologise, but I promise you, the next video with the game, I'm really looking forward to this game. I haven't seen a game like this before. But I have... it's quite a simple game in concept, but I haven't actually seen like a game in progress. And I've just realised I said I did the concrete and I never have. So let's add in those coloured concretes. Where should we put them? Where can we put the other coloured concrete? What about above the doors? So if we do orange in the middle and then brown, because my skin is orange and brown, if you can't tell. And then, then that's going to go like that. And then that... Oh, whoa, I destroyed a bit too much then. And then this one is then just going to go brown, orange, brown. There we go. So that... Let's have a look at how that looks. Oh, that actually looks quite nice. It adds a bit of colour to the front, doesn't it? To stop it looking all completely white and grey. But there we go. That looks quite nice. And then all of these walls are going to continue building up. These are going to go to the same level as the top where we built that entranceway. I might have to go a little bit higher. We'll see. It all depends on exactly how many things I want in this place. I'm not entirely sure how many shops we're going to have. I hope we're going to completely fill this place. That's the other plan, but we'll see. So so let's just get to the rest of this wall done, and then I think that will be it for today. I don't think I'm going to make you sit through watching me do the whole walls. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll get a majority of them all done outside of episode, and I know that might be a bit annoying because you don't get to see it built bit by bit, but this project's just too big, and I think that you would all enjoy more seeing me actually building the shops and the mini games than you would see me building giant things like this. So I'm going to get the rest of the projects done outside of episode. Maybe I'll go and get a friend in who can come and help me finish this off. We'll see. And then when we actually come to build the first shop, or when we're building in this area next, and I haven't already shown you what this looks like, I'll pop over and you can come and have a look, because I actually do think this place is going to look pretty awesome. And I would advise as well, if you do want something big to build in Minecraft, something big and cool, definitely build a mall or a shopping centre. It's such a cool idea that not many people do. And when they do, they don't do it properly. So, I would say if you do want like a cool little project to do in Minecraft, definitely build yourself a mall. It is so simple. It is so, it's very simple. You don't have to do it this big either. You could do it as as small as you want, as big as you want. Oh, there's a trader. I wonder what he's got to sell. Oh, okay, just loads of random rubbish. Okay. Okay, well, that's pretty awesome. So I think that's going to be the end of this episode. I'll get all of them all done in between this episode and the next, and then I'll come over and show you what it looks like. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all at some point.